all the grass species are C4 variety. And C4 plants need less water. It is only to control the weed growth. We have flooded the soil. In the process, we are doing most anti-natural practices. C3, C4 variety of plants, if you go into that all C4 plants need less irrigation, less water. Because they use their own CO2 and H2O. If you see the glucose breakdown, it releases CO2 and H2O. These C4 plants do not depend on the atmospheric CO2 also. For all grass varieties, they are C4 plants. Now, C4 means in a normal derivation, vegetation requiring less water per gram of vegetable matter.
From all climate change discourse that I hear, C4 is going to be out of the window. They have to get to C3. That's what one is hearing. Plants like sorghum, bajra, and all that, are the crops that actually don't require water, right? So we know that part of the thing. But having said that, the entire plant species universe is not just C4. We can learn from C4, but we cannot put that into practice in the other species because by nature we have sort of domesticated them, if I may call it that.
But all the granary that we do, what you say is very true for the beans, dicotyledons, not monocots. Thank you.
Gopalji, can you very briefly, for the rest of the audience, explain what are C4 crops and why you believe that the next 15-20 years we'll see a shift to C3? Gopalji.
I haven't studied much, but certainly all the evidence that has been seen. Look, let me ask you this fundamental question. Why is the ICR so much interested in promoting sorghum? Right? Why are they wanting to reduce paddy, rice, etc.? Because they are seeing that is the change that is happening. Inevitable is what they are claiming. Now, how scientific it is, Raval ji must explain. Right? I'm just sort of going by peers, what they are saying. The member of the Niti Aayog told me 30 years ago, Ramesh Chand, told me, Gopal, the future is going to be only in certain types of crops. Right? His point was that C4 crops will all be cacti-centric. Look at something, if you just look at what's happening. Oil palm is being pushed in a big way. You can see the whole ecosystem that's coming into play, right? Because ultimately ICR's competence, in my understanding, is genetic manipulation. I mean, they're damn good at that, but that is not sufficient, right? Okay.
Sir, the seeds that we eat contribute to only 4 to 6% of body requirement. 96% is thrown out because human gut cannot digest cellulose. What we need is protein and dicotyledons, and agriculture does not advise more about the cultivation of dicots. Granary, bajri, jowar, all it's pure overload to the social and economic system and of course physiological system of our society. Just a minute. Grain seed is designed to protect the DNA of the seed so that even after thousands of years, when there is a favorable environment, the seed will germinate. And this has been proved by excavations done in Israel and around, where the fossils of 2,000-year-old seeds were obtained. They were cultivated and they grew into full-grown plants.
See, I have been doing vermicomposting for a number of years. I find vermicomposting, what happens, These worms, when they have fresh waste, they don't like. When they have decomposed waste, half decomposed waste, they like it. And they will be in that happily till it is totally digested. Then they will move to the another area where the waste is half digested. It is something like this: that raw potato, boiled potato, half boiled potato, full boiled potato, and then you got fried potato. So they don't like raw potato. They like something like half boiled potato, and then they will make it into completely digested. So this is what happens to worms, because whenever you have environment in which waste is there, raw waste, it is very hot, and it is also generating methane and other gases. So they don't like to stay in that. They like to stay in soils or waste area which has got little bit of oxygen in it. So this is my observation, sir, as far as worms are concerned.